Cocoa AppleScript project and call it Lister, making sure you do not select an App Store category or document-based application when doing so. Having created your Cocoa AppleScript app, you should disable Auto Layout, an option you will find under the zip configuration using the File Inspector. Then switch to the AppleScript code file and add the variable and the AppleScript code you see here. Then expand the Objects browser and hide the Navigator window so that you will have more room. Now you can start to configure the interface, selecting the App window and then the Attributes Inspector. Begin its setup by disabling the Close option. Next, select the Object Library and filter the objects in view by selecting the Data Views. Pick the Table view and then drag it across to the Lister window. After you have placed it squarely in the top left-hand corner, select the edges and expand it to fit the window, leaving some space at the bottom for a button we will add later. Then, making sure the table view is selected in the Objects browser, select the Attributes Inspector again and reduce the number of columns to 1. While you are there, you should disable headers as well as multiple and column selection options. Next, move down to the search box, bottom right, and look for the Array controller. When you find it, drag it across to the Objects window. Then, select the Bindings Inspector, expand the Controller Content section, and then bind the Array controller to the App Delegate. Entering the data, the variable name, as the model key path. Finish this controller configuration by enabling the Handles Content as Compound Value option. Next, move across the Object browser window and expand the Table view, and select the Table column object. Double-check that it is bound to the Array controller, using Self as the model key path this time. Then, while still on the Table view, select the Attributes Inspector and disable the Editable control. You're almost finished. Time now to add the final piece of code to our initial build. Switch back to the code view. Add to it a variable for addressing the Array controller, and some code to link to a button you will create in a moment. Switch back to the zip file and add a button to the interface, using the same technique as you used earlier. Having done so, link your new button to the App Delegate in the Objects browser by holding down the Control key while you drag a link across to it, selecting the Display Selection module we have just added within the pop-up that will appear. Finally, link in the new variable you just added, the Array controller. Do so by right-clicking the Apps Delegate icon in the Objects window, selecting the Array controller variable, and drag it across the Array controller in the Objects window. As a final step, it is worth checking the links you see here with the ones in the project you have just created.